Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, my Solana family. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for sticking around and, taking your time out to come and support your boy on these updates. So you guys know what time it is, of course. Today we're going to be talking about Solana itself. But before we get started, we're going to take a look at the overall markets, and literally in about 20 minutes, we've seen the market tumble down even more. And especially if you watch my Caspa update, you guys can kind of see a little bit of a correlation as to what is going on and what I'm referring to. But what we're seeing happening as of recording this update is Bitcoin has gone down a little bit more compared to my Caspa update, which has impacted, altcoins even more. So we're seeing a little bit of a minor pullback for, the overall market right now. And of course, that is because of Bitcoin. As far as our good old friend Solana is concerned, it's down about 2.5% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative. So some targets we discussed in our previous update, exactly those targets did get met with our overall projections, which we're going to obviously talk about as we do go further into this update. So if we're looking at the price of Solana right now, currently sitting at $102.45. As mentioned, down 2% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative. It's also down 1% in Bitcoin comparative over the past 24 hours. If we're looking at its market cap, $45.2 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at $2.1 billion. So that's that as far as its price is concerned. Of course, we're going to talk about, the overall technical analysis once I pull out the charts. But before I do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrencies. So starting out with what's happening for the Solana ecosystem, because at this point, guys, yes, there is people that are running out of steam. And honestly, I'm seeing this on a day-to-day basis. Just because Solana has not hit a new yearly high, we're seeing people running out of steam. And that is, really, really funny and could be a good thing at the same time as well. In my personal opinion, that just shows that people just don't truly see the value. Because you're looking at right now in terms of record-breaking overall projections in terms of success, innovation. Solana's ecosystem has not slowed down whatsoever. You can see this for yourself. Total accounts on MarginFi surpasses 356,000, reaching an all-time high. And again, are we surprised? A lot of farming going on, on the Solana ecosystem, because people want to get a chance towards these, massive amounts of airdrops that people have been receiving. So that's that. Of course, that is worthwhile noting, and you can see this for yourself. This right here is something I want to focus on and kind of, make the update regarding this subject. And the subject is, where was the price trading at a year ago? So, of course, you can see, fun fact, Solana was trading at $26 a year ago on this day, February the 22nd. Of course, we know, just before this time, shortly before last year, we did see the massive amount of FUD Solana went through, making it go down to $8 per SOL, and then making its way up to $22 to $26, which is really nice, of course. And then we saw Solana bounce below once again mid last year, and then obviously we know what happened late last year, where Solana just proved everyone wrong. And again, this should just give you an indication and a quick reminder to anyone that's going to come in and say anything negative about Solana. I hope you guys do realize 1 year ago, Sol was at $26. And, we all know at this point how many people wish they could go back last year around that price point to pick up Solana at those prices, especially now when you see what Solana ecosystem is all about, what it's doing, how much interest it's getting from new investors, not just people that have been in the crypto space, new investors, people that are coming into the crypto space for the first time, massive institutions showing interest, developers, to keep the chain going, developers showing interest at an all-time high. These are some things that I look at, and these are the things that get me really, really excited. And of course, there's going to come a time where, we don't see those explosive moves that we have seen over the past 3 months. That's part of the game. Nothing goes up straight forever. There will be times of consolidation, and that's very normal. If you can't handle that, if you expect the price just to move up straight in one line, well, let me tell you, that is not going to happen. And I hope you, realize that. And also on top of that, you guys can see this for yourself. This is a huge one. Brave browser unveils the first phase of Brave rewards BAT payouts, using Solana blockchain, emphasizing Solana's high-speed transactions and low fees. That's massive. Again, another reminder, and of course another reminder as to why you guys shouldn't be leverage trading, because you can see we saw about $5.6 million liquidated in 24 hours, about 2.43 million in longs and 3.18 in shorts. Again, a quick reminder to stay away from leverage trading, guys. Just actually hold the coin rather than leveraging it. Don't listen to these gurus that think that you're going to make so much money from leverage trading. Let me tell you, I've been in the space for 8 years, and when I say I've lost thousands of dollars, I mean I've lost thousands of dollars of my hard-earned money leverage trading, and I don't want my viewers making the same mistake. So that's that continuous reminder, and I know all my regular day-to-day viewers know how much I'm against leverage trading. So that's that. And of course, lastly, the decentralized exchange volume, 711 million. Again, are we surprised at this point? No, because of course, if there's so many people farming, obviously the volume is going to be extremely high. And of course, the chain is getting so much attraction from other chains. Obviously, that speaks for itself. So this is not a shocker at this point. So shout out to Solana Floor for bringing out the greatest Sol news. So that's that for what's happening in the ecosystem as of today. But if we're looking at BTC right now, as of recording this update, you can see we're seeing Bitcoin sitting at $51,000 right now. So Bitcoin, I want you guys to take a look at it on the hourly time frame. So we have seen 2 double retests at 50,500. Could we see a triple retest at that? Possibly. And of course, if that happens, we could see altcoins going down a little bit more. But that's something you guys need to keep in mind right now. And of course, the $50,500 is a support as well, which kind of dates back to August of last year. So these are some factors we need to keep in mind. But as I've mentioned to you guys in my other updates, I could see BTC falling down to $48,248. Even if it were to do that, I'm totally okay with that, because we need to continue reminding ourselves how much Bitcoin has pumped up over the past 2 weeks. Will that happen? It doesn't necessarily mean it will happen, but if it does, it still puts Bitcoin in an upwards trend, and the overall bullish momentum, in my opinion, does not change at all. Do I think Bitcoin will see an all-time high before the obviously halving that's approaching in April? I personally think we won't see the all-time high, because guys, the amounts of people that don't want this all-time high to happen is a lot of people. And, obviously we're going to see a huge battle between the bulls and the bears at the resistance exactly at 60K, even if, prices were to break out back into those levels, which of course we haven't seen for such a long time. And, I do see those levels come into life if we're able to break out of this key resistance. But I like how Bitcoin is consolidating around this resistance. So, this is where I'm currently looking at. But what I'm personally projecting is maybe we could get back into the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level leading up to the halving. Once the halving is done, sell the news event takes place, and then late quarter 2 or early quarter 3 we see a pop out, and of course explosion as we close out the year of 2024. So that's how I'm personally projecting it, but let me know down below what you guys think. But as far as Solana is concerned, that is what everyone is here for. So as you guys know, this literally drawing that I had is from the previous update that we made, so we're going to get rid of that. So exactly the target I was speaking to you guys about, that last update that I made, that target was reached literally shortly after that update did go live. So we did see Solana retest the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level support line, and guess what, this is still putting the price of Solana in an upwards trajectory. We're holding at this support line very strongly, and of course that is to be expected, of course, because this level of resistance is quite an important one. And if we were to zoom in, you guys can kind of see the history behind this level of support, of course, as it was a resistance at one point for us as we were breaking towards the upside. So as of now, Solana is looking great, and of course do not get mixed up at the fact that BTC is seeing a little bit of a pullback, and that is going to impact Solana, of course. But let the overall what's happening for Solana be the real deal, in my opinion. And let's not forget about that. And also, let's not forget about where Solana was just a few months back. Yes, guys, in October. Forget about last year. In just October itself, one Sol was currently sitting at $27 per coin. So these are some factors a lot of people tend to forget, but I'm liking what I'm seeing still. As I've said, we're still creating higher highs, higher lows. We're still in this upwards trajectory formation that we're forming. Of course, where I would personally like to see Solana's prices above $108.54, but as of now, so far so good. Let me know down below what you guys think. Love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.